team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will put total leather and will get started. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The give to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So
he lobs one high down the left side. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Got a man, it's Adams. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Hart. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
First down. Taking a shot on the first play. Makes the catch down the right side.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Backed up now, here's second and long. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Hauls it in. Really nice job to convert that third. And they've got it at the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man.
Turning it on! Makes it past the marker. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
A lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Dropping back, it's Hart. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some victory.
It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to fit in there, trying to make a play. Obviously, 3rd and long, you got to get it past the sticks, but you also got to make sure I'm dialed in and my feet are in order, and then my eyes get tied together with my hands. And he was just a little bit off on that throw.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Just a little off. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wilkins. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Back has it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And the gamble pays off. Down in tight in the red zone. You go for it on 4th and short. You pick up the first down, and now you've got your whole playbook at your disposal. This offense, they're thinking 6 points.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooners. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Michigan is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed big house, but the Maize and Blue have struggled to really pull away.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
They're up by 7 over South Carolina. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
And the Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And into the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to get the corner. Makes him talk to the hand. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
defense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
And the Buckeyes are on the move. Back to pass, it's Hart. Unloads to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. At the 20, he's got space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
Man, it's nice to call plays when you call a pass, and the quarterback doesn't see anything, and he just takes off and makes you look good and turns it into a run. Nice job on that 2-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick release by the QB. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Buckeyes will go for it here on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Buckeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. The lone back's got it. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll try to snap it quickly. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Quickly complete. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown Sooners! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see how they handle it. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Hart. He's got his man, makes the grab. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Offense in a bunch formation.
Ready.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on. Lowers those pads. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Lets it fly. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Defense in press coverage. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Big guy smells it. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Back to throw, it's Hart. Using the quick game. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds. And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets the give. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. From the gun, the ground game. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got his man. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
To the air, it's Hart. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Roberts. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Sooners will hustle to the line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
It'll be third and long. Here we go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Sooners are on the move.
Yeah, and there's not a defensive coordinator in America that on 3rd and 10 is not thinking about pass. You bring in your pass packages, rush the passer. How about this offense? Run the football right at you for the big gain, pick up the first down, catching this defense off guard.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They'll try the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat, going right back to the well, and this time he finds water, gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. He wants to change this route. To the ground to try to move the chains. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Off play action. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
They go backwards on the play. Offense is stopped. Will be turnover on downs.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's fourth down. The Sooners will punt this one away.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up, because they're blowing this team out. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Off play action on first down. Fires to the right. Finds a man by himself. He's loose. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 20. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quarterback on the keeper. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Hart. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short game. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Here he comes from his own end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On target to the left. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
The Sooners want to crank the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked. The coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. That's caught. It's Adams. He'll make the stop at the 21 after a pickup of about 5. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Spits it out to the back. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Well, I like trick plays. I just don't love dialing up the reverse on third down, though, because if the defense doesn't bite, and they're already expecting pass anyway, a lot of guys have their eyes on the QB. They're just following the football in zone coverage, and they use their speed, rally to him, make a tackle.
And here's the third interception of the night.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you...
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Taking it the other way. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Scores on the sneak.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
To the air on first down. Going to take a shot. And it's his fourth interception of the game. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. To throw, it's Hart. And it's his fourth interception of the night. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And here we go, final play of the game right here. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin